Yeah.
Woo! Titi!
Miss Chapman, my second grade teacher, was handing out pieces of printer paper one day in my homeroom, running an experiment. She said, if you guys can force a seventh fold on this piece of paper, everyone will get a pizza party tomorrow. The eyes that lit up in the room triggered the sounds of paper folding and races going to see who would get that last fold first, but I'm 8 years old knowing we couldn't because my teacher's in the corner glaring at us looking stupid, but I tried regardless. Before I walked these creek hallways, I was called names like a nerd treated by a bully, but all the same, kids watched and crowds shook their heads and said, why don't you say anything back? Are you trying to provoke the bully? Aren't you black so you have to say something? And sometimes I just wanted to look at them and say, if I say nothing, it's because I have nothing to say. So please go away and mind your business because your relevant opinions are not worth my mention. But these never became spoken words. That whole experiment told me of how I've lived the past 17 years, and since then I was hoping the wrinkles in my life weren't noticeable, but there was my first and certainly not my last. I crease and fold believing lies about myself, making myself smaller, hoping I turn into someone else, but still hearing you don't pass the brown paper bag test, so you must not have any melanin, you're light skinned, so you're half white, only making you half intelligent. I'm so sorry. My white friends using me as the N-word card to cash out and using me as the I got a black friend reference when I'm not around, and my black friends telling me I act too white for them to keep around. And I contrast with them being outspoken and loud, and I find myself with crease after crease and fold after fold until I am the smallest I've ever been. And I can't keep doing this to myself because this is not what living is. If I continue to fold in on myself, where will I have room to exist? If I continue to inhale, when will I actually breathe? I feel like this is rock, paper, scissors, best 2 out of 3, but I feel like 2 of the 3. Rock and paper, with the molten weight of these creases, these pieces of me only proof to fold 7 times. Miss Chapman sees me struggling, and she walks over. She says, it's okay if you can't make the fold. Just uncrease and start over. And that's exactly what I do. Unbending the lines that almost broke me, hiding the creases I didn't want anyone else knowing, and now showing these more expanded creases, and reason finally got the best of me. I take the high road because I put these experiences under me, and maybe if I build enough height, people might actually look up to me. And I stand on creased pages of my story, but this is mine to tell, that whenever I fold in on myself, that I will unfold and uncrease and release these white lies I tried to hide and reveal me. And maybe the story of the tortoise and the hare isn't everything, because I have a whole life of learning ahead of me, but with each race and each cycle, these creases have only brought out the best of me.
Titi!